warming up.
Oh, God. I got to make the game again. Hold on.
Okay.
Ra tricked me. He's such a deceptive player.
Yeah, I think he's just going to test out his drivers real quick. So.
Okay. Now, you see, as we can see here, this is pretty common. He wants to see if that mouse is working right. He doesn't want to be misclicking. I mean, if you're going down fast, you don't have time to see. He's adjusting the screen speed, the brightness, all that stuff. He wants it to be just like when he's at home in Korea. And speaking of that, these guys, I don't know if everybody here is aware of this, but in Korea, they actually have pro teams where like 20 professional StarCraft players live in like this house, and they have a coach. They have people, they all have to train together. They play for like 10 hours a day and prepare for these tournaments. They master these strategies. I mean, this is why the Koreans are so good. It's not just their DNA that has StarCraft written all over it. It's actually that they are just so disciplined. It's actually turned into a real sport.
The crowd is cheering, and that means now Ra is good to go.
And hopefully he will be joining soon, because I am really running out of stuff to talk about up here. But
you can never run out of stuff to talk about. We can talk about all sorts of stuff.
Doesn't matter, because Nalrod just joined, and he says hi. I'm going to ask him if he's ready.
He says hi.
All right, I'm not going to start the game until we make a lot of noise, though.
All right, guys.
Everybody go crazy. All right.
Now we're on IriS.
All right.
The StarCraft, this is the lower bracket finals to determine who will go into the grand finals to face Savior. We have IriS already starting off in the game as yellow. Now Ra is orange.
Orange Protoss over here. Yeah, yellow Terran at the bottom of the map. So the other starting location, if you guys can follow me on the mini-map, would be right here. They may be scouting here if they happen to be unfortunate enough to scout in the wrong location. Okay, so the game has started. Right now, the players, in their minds, they're going through exactly, there's some kind of path they're going to be following with branches on that path, depending on what depending on what they see their opponent do. If they see him open in one way, he says, all right, I've got to respond this way. Or maybe, if I get scouted and he sees that I was going to Dark Templar rush, well, then I'll cancel that Citadel before I make the Templar Archives, and maybe I'll go 2-gate Dragoon. So they're going through this path. Nalrod putting his first pylon down here. IriS is going to be putting a depot right over here. I'm wondering maybe the location of this depot is actually to spot later on if there's someone's trying to sneak a drop in over here. This is a common strategy on this map. People get a drop ship, a shuttle, and sneak a few DTs in here. So the positioning even of the buildings matters in a game of StarCraft, and you have to make so many buildings. There's so many things you can do with them. You can wall yourself in. You can use them as spotters for different locations, as IriS is doing. Gateway going down for Nalrod. Now, so far, this is what the beginning of every StarCraft game kind of looks like. I mean, when the game first came out, there were a lot of different openers that people were trying to do. People were like, when do I get my pylon? How many probes should I have? But now it always seems like the first few buildings have been whittled down to a science. So they're going to follow this path for now. The question is going to be, when are they going to opt to scout? They're both getting their gas. That's totally common in this matchup because, Terran can't use Marines against Protoss. Well,
right.
They can get a few of them at the start, but they can't go Medic Marine.
Well, I took StarCraft 101 with Tasteless this morning, and I know that commonly Terrans now don't go Medic Marine. They like to go Mech. So we're going to see a lot of mechanical units, tanks, Goliaths. So what can we expect to see from the Protoss since you're the Protoss player here?
Well, it's interesting. Even though Protoss is stereotypically the race that's supposed to have the strongest units, they're supposed to be the race that, Terran was supposed to be kind of the middleman, and Zerg was supposed to be the one that had the weaker, but, they could produce the units the fastest. In this matchup, Protoss actually plays a little bit more like Zerg. They're going to be the ones expanding ahead of their opponents. They're going to be the ones that are trying to out macro their opponents. It's the burden of the Terran is to get enough siege tanks supported with Vulture Bikes or Goliaths, push out and stop the Protoss from getting these expansions. Now the expansions are located right here, and there's also one right here. So the question is, when are they going to expand? As we can see, Nalrod, this is an interesting build. He's going for fast Dragoon range. We can tell because the cybernetic score is spinning, and he's getting the second gateway out here. So that means, kind of like I said earlier, he is probably going to be going for a fast Dragoon rush.
So we're not going to see him expanding as quickly as you mentioned before that most Protoss players play. Scouting has already taken place, so the opponents, they know where their opponents are at right now.
Yes, definitely. And as you can see, Nalra, he doesn't even want to. You don't want to lose a single unit if you're playing a Korean pro gamer. So he came over here. He saw that the Marines were there. He said, "Whoop! I'm going to back out here." What he's going to do with this? All right, maybe he's going to try to sneak in. No, he's just checking to see if those Marines are here. IriS saw it. He says, "Get out of my hood, probe." He's chasing him out. But the Dragoon is coming in over here. Now, with the Dragoon range, the Dragoon is going to be very strong against these Marines. So, look, he's microing him back and forth. Because he used the probe to draw the Marine fire over here. Got one. Shield's going down. He may wait for these next two Dragoons to come over here. IriS now making a bunker over here. Oh, okay. This is so cool. I thought he was going to float that barracks over that so that the Dragoon couldn't target fire the SCV. But instead, he's going to use this probably to draw Dragoon fire if he places it over here. No, he's going to land over here. I got to stop predicting what he's going to do. All right, so instead we see Nalra getting a lot more Dragoons. Now this is going to be very dangerous right now. This could be bad. He's going to get the Dragoon range. Wait, if their upgrade's about to get done, is it done yet? It's going to get done. And when the upgrade gets done, they're going to outrange that bunker. So it's only a matter of time, Bunny.
What can IriS do at this point?
He needs to use this tank and cover it with the bunker so that he can actually safely expand. And he has these SCVs ready and everything. Okay, now he's going to try to draw these Dragoons in. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the micro. They got to control their units perfectly. Now the Dragoons outrange the bunker, but the tank outranges the Dragoons. So it's going to be a little bit of back and forth action. More Dragoons coming in over here. Expansion going down for Nalra. Now he has these SCVs here so he can repair this this bunker while these Dragoons are going to try to draw this tank out. Okay, now he's going to rush in here. He's going to try to get the tank. He did not pull the tank back in time. Excellent move by him. And here he comes. Now if Nalra positions, he's going to position each Dragoon very carefully. And the goal here is he wants to pick off the bunker. The bunker does not outrange the Dragoons. And unfortunately, IriS made a vulture bike. Can these SCVs repair it in time? Their little hands must be so tired from trying to repair it this fast. I don't know. It's going to go down.
It's going down.
Now, there is a minefield here now, too. Now, watch very carefully. He's going to... Oh.
Wow, that's nice.
He's so good. All right, now watch very carefully. He's using the hold position button because the Dragoons, for some reason, fire faster if you hit the hold position button. He's going to try to sneak in here. Tank goes down. Mine's starting to catch Dragoons. Can he get this tank? But the mine's going to go off, blowing up some SCVs. He will take that tank down and get out in time. But vulture bikes are going around from the back right now. He snuck these vulture bikes in. Nalra's not ready at all. If these vulture bikes get in here and get to this probe line, this could be very bad. Right now, he's chasing these Dragoons out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here come the vulture bikes right now. They're going to lay some mines so these Dragoons cannot get past it. He's going to target fire the mines. He target fires both mines before they plant, before he can blow them up. Bunny, this is very intense.
This is so exciting. You can keep talking. I'm having so much fun watching.
All right, so here's this vulture bike right now. He's picking up probes. Nalra does not want to use he does not want to lose probes. So this vulture bike going to be microed around here. He's trying to draw these Dragoons into the spider mines. Spider mine going off again, but Dragoon managed to pick it off. More mines coming back over here. Counterattack over here by IriS. It looks like these mines. Okay, another mine going down. Is he going to get it? He is literally clicking on every one of those mines. They're so small. His mouse control is so good. Thank God he got those mouse drivers in there. This game would have looked a lot different had he not gotten that installed. Okay, more spider mines going down. Is Nalra going to be able to save this right now? He has got to get these mines before they blow him. Okay, he's going to draw the Dragoon over here towards the tank.
Nice.
Tank takes damage from the mine. Very nice. Tank's going to go down.
Now that's some crazy micro right there.
More and more mines getting planted here. And he knows, and look, the mines are now being planted in front of the gateways. This is not good. This is not good for Nalra. IriS knows this right now. Probes got pissed off and killed that vulture bike. They're going to come down here and try to catch this one too. For those of you who don't know, probes are not set off by vulture mines. Spider mines, excuse me. Okay, Dragoon's getting killed now by more vultures. Expansion now going up for IriS. He's going to catch this. Now, he's controlling the probes very carefully. The bike is faster. But the probes, if they can surround it correctly, he can do some serious damage. He's going to use these probes right now. This is not good for him. No probes mining here. Okay, GG.
Oh, wow.
Taken out. Unbelievable. I love StarCraft so much.
That
awesome.
was so awesome. You just don't see that kind of micro in Warcraft 3. It does require micro, but the units in StarCraft, they move so fast. You produce them so quickly.
It's an intense game. And keep in mind, while they were microing those units, their hands were flying over the keyboard, making their upgrades, producing the Dragoons. He was making the Vulture Bikes, upgrading the mines. They did not miss a beat. I'm looking at Nalra right now. He's probably going over that game. You know, Nalra, for a second there, I thought he was going to win.
Yeah,
with that
he was
rush.
doing really good with those Dragoons early on, and he's getting all of the mines. He got the tanks.
It was unbelievable. And, you know, he controlled the Dragoons so well that he actually just inched in there, and then when the mine popped up, he just shot the mine down. I mean, that is unbelievable micro. That is incredibly difficult to do. Oops, I got to make the map. I got to stop talking. Hold on a second. I did it again. Hold on. All right, the next map is going to be reversed Lost Temple. So, you know, if any of you guys ever played StarCraft Online and weren't playing BGH, then you know about the map Lost Temple. This is this is reverse Lost Temple. So it's going to look a lot the same, only the elevation is just going to be, the terrain is going to be inverted. So it's going to be a map. It's going to be on a map that we all kind of know and love.
So you were also telling me earlier. Now, Longinus, you said, which map was it that you said the center? That was
Longinus. Unfortunately, the game never actually got to develop into the center control. It was.
So in the case of Reverse Temple, how can you utilize that map to your advantage?
Well, the thing about Reverse Temple is that since you start out on low ground, you really want to take control of the top part of your ramp. So a lot of times, my bet is now around. Oh, I got to get in the observer slot. All right, once again, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but first, I'm not going to start the game until we make some more noise. Give it up for these guys. Come on.
And how about we give it up for Tasteless, who is really doing an awesome job at casting StarCraft, guys.
All right. So reverse Lost Temple. We got IriS as a white Terran down here, and
so we have the Protoss in. Is that teal? That's teal.
Teal Protoss.
Now Raw, teal over at the kind of 2-3 o'clock position.
Now the players are reasonably far from each other. The other starting locations, if you can follow me on the mini-map, are here and here. So those would be more rush-intensive. Although I would bet Nalra still will go for Dragoons with range again. We will find out here in a second. Now, the question, though, is that will Nalra be able to learn from that last mistake? I think Nalra thought he was about to kill IriS and take him out of the game once those Dragoons started getting in there. Once Terran loses the tank early, it's very difficult to kind of come back. So I think Nalra may do the same strategy again, but Nalra is a really crazy player, and he does a lot of very unusual things. So we could see anything. IriS, he plays a little bit more straight up. He's a standard player. There's not
plays
a lot
it safe.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room for flexibility with Terran unless your name is Slayer's Boxer. Pretty much, I'm expecting him to make a few Marines and then get a tank and probably come up here to his expansion. If you can follow me on the mini-map, it's going to be right around there. And he's going to try to secure that. Nalra is going to do something to try to counter that.
So far here, we're just seeing him starting off with his Protoss Gateway. And on this map, is it as important to get your Vespian gas early?
Yeah, no matter what the map, in this matchup, both players will get their Vespian gas early. Anything else is considered like a very risky strategy. It's not considered like the wisest decision, but it would be like going all in on poker, and you're very confident that you can do it if they didn't get gas. But as we can see, they're both getting the Vespian gas, Geysers.
Right.
So it's going to be a standard game. Nalra, unfortunately, will end up scouting IriS last because after he goes here, the standard scouting pattern, if you can follow my mouse down here, he will go from here to there, and then he will finally find IriS last. IriS has not scouted yet. That's a common thing for Terran. He wants to use those SCVs to get some minerals. So we're going to have to wait and see when IriS scouts. I would assume IriS will scout this way. That's more of a standard scouting pattern on this map. So IriS will probably... Oh, wait a minute.
He didn't keep scouting.
Nalra's up to no good right now. Oh, no. Nalra's up to no good again. All right, like I said, he's a creative player. He's doing something right now. He scouted that spot. He said, all right, he's not here. He's going to hide something here. He's hiding this pylon here. Why is he hiding the pylon here? We're going to find out. Now, there's a lot of things he could be doing with that. See, he could be hiding the pylon because IriS is going to scout him and see that there's a pylon missing. These players are so good. They not only know exactly what they have to have in their own base, they know, for a good player, they know exactly what their opponent's supposed to have. But he just left the pylon. So,
is that to trick IriS?
Yeah, this is. I think this is a very, very technical trick. Watch, IriS is coming in here right now. He's looking for the other pylon. He doesn't see it. He's a little bit confused right now.
Is he heading to the expansion?
No, he probably thinks that perhaps Nalra is hiding a whole bunch of gateways. He knows there's a pylon hidden. It's like a double trick. He hides the pylon out here, and then he doesn't even use it. So IriS probably thinks that Nalra is going to do some kind of really sneaky strategy, when in fact it's just a trick to make IriS be more defensive early. That is elite. That is so good. But is he going to see this pylon? No. Nalra puts the pylon in the perfect position, so it won't be in the scouting path. No.
So the SCV keeps going. He's trying to find that pylon.
Yeah. Well, he thinks there's hidden gateways somewhere. He's all worried that he's going to get, like, rush hardcore. And in fact, Nalra is just doing a standard Dragoon Robo Bay build. This is really interesting. Like I said, this is one of the reasons why Nalra is my favorite player. He's just brilliant.
So we do see choke points on this map, I've noticed already. Not quite. We see the choke points on this map.
Yeah, see, these are the chokes I was talking about. They're both interested. They don't want to keep their units down here, because then you could just get your opponent could just put his units here and dominate you because of the elevation. Okay, SCV got back in here. IriS did manage to sneak back in there. IriS is probably very confused right now. And you have to understand, if you did this against an average StarCraft player, they wouldn't even notice your pylon's missing. So this is basically what you do against someone who is so good. It's a trick that would only work against an expert.
It's a mind game.
It's a mind game, exactly. Now, IriS is a little uneasy right now. He wasn't sure if he could rush. He's edging out right now. This is known as the fake double build. It's a common Korean Terran build. He's going to rush forward with these Marines. Now, okay, here we go with the micro again. This time the Terran is going to be the aggressor. Okay. Oh, one Dragoon goes down. You cannot afford to lose Dragoons right now. He did get the tank, though. The tank is the backbone of the rush. The Dragoon range is finishing right now, so the Dragoons are going to outrange these Marines. He's going to micro them back, pick off these. Vulture Bike sneaking around, though. We know Nalra does not like IriS's Vulture Bikes after last game, but he is going to pick off the bike. Excellent micro by both players. Nalra backing us up. Marines are, look at this.
It's amazing. Look at those Dragoons dancing right around each other.
IriS just gave up on those Marines completely.
Beautiful play there by Nalra.
Now, the purpose of that Terran rush is to buy time to expand while you actually plant a minefield here to cover it. So it's okay that he lost all that stuff because, well, actually it might not be, because he is going to get observers over here, and the observers can spot the mines. He needs to get this tank out. I hope this is siege mode making right now. Okay, the observer is going to come down here. Nalra does not want the Vulture Bikes to get inside of his base. We see the Vulture Bike moving around here now. Now, the purpose of this Vulture Bike is so that when Nalra leaves, IriS can rush inside. But Nalra's already ready. He's already predicted this possibility. He's blocked the ramp here. The Dragoons are going to come down here. Bike's going to have to turn around. Here come the Dragoons.
There's observer.
Now check this out. He actually floated the barracks over the mine so they could target fire.
Wow!
That was so, oh my God.
Nice call there.
That was so good. All right, he's just taking all of his SCVs right now, and he's going to rush. He knows that with all those Dragoons going down, what he needs to do right now is come back in here. He needs to punish Nalra. He needs to stop him from getting this Nexus. Dragoon's not rushing back. He's got to be very careful right now. Nalra does not want to lose these Dragoons. Siege tank going into siege mode. Now remember, IriS is also taking a huge risk right now, taking his workers over here to actually attack. Whoa, Dragoon came out of nowhere and messed that tank up. Nice, okay. All right, now Dragoons are going to rush forward. He drew the tank back, unsieging. Can the SCVs repair it in time? How many SCVs? Go, 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 go.
Oh!
Nice. God, StarCraft's so awesome. All right, so we see Terran. Nalra made a mistake, but I think IriS made a big mistake. These units could have been mining resources and making more tanks and Vulture Bikes. So the game's kind of turned around right now. They're both doing daring moves, but at this point in time, I think we're kind of even the game out again, Bunny.
This happens so much in StarCraft where it kind of evens very quickly. It's really hard to predict who has the advantage in the game. I definitely can't predict it. So right now, what do you think IriS is thinking? What's his next move?
Well, okay, at this point in time, I think IriS is. It looks like he's going into siege mode. Note the location of the barracks.
He seems to be in defense mode right now.
It's a defensive mode. He uses the buildings to kind of, it makes a smaller choke. So basically the Dragoons can't rush in there and mess up those tanks. So what Nalrod's going to... Okay, hold on. I don't know what's in the shuttle. Is he going... Oh, sorry, I did miss this. He is going Reavers. Reavers now going to come in here. Nalrod's not done. All right. So here comes the shuttle. Now, the trick is he's going to try to draw the tanks back over here and rush in the front with these Dragoons. Here come the Reavers. Poor SCV didn't even know what hit him. Okay. Now, you do not want to lose your SCVs to a Reaver drive. The explosive damage. Okay. Oh. He's going to pick off that tank. Nice. Oh, that is nice micro. Now, the goal here is to either get the tanks or get the SCVs. Now, IriS knows that. He's controlling his units very carefully. He also has the observer over here. Nalrod knows there's at least one tank there. He's going to drop again. Marine's now going down. Notice how he picks up the Reaver over and over and over again so that it can't be target fired.
You have to have good micro to do something like that.
It's unbelievable micro. Okay, so you don't want to lose your tanks right now if you're Terran because eventually you're going to be pushing with them. He's going to fire that. Go! Another one goes down. More and more Dragoons now rushing at the front. He knows they've drawn enough fire away. This poor tank, look at him go. Unbelievable. He's going to come in here. He's going to pick off these towers. IriS knows he's in trouble right now. He's going to use these SCVs to block it. This is not good. Nalrod throwing up another expansion right now. Remember, it's all about the macro. Going to rush over here, pick off this tank. It's in front of the tank siege mode, so he can't quite get it. Is he going to get it? No. The tank managed to survive. Props to that tank. That was close. All right. Now the shuttle's going to come in here again. I don't know if it's full of Reavers or Zealots, but let's face it, IriS is in hot water right now.
So I'm looking around. You mentioned before he's getting his expansion up. He's got a second Nexus now being placed. And it doesn't look, in my eyes, it doesn't look very good for IriS.
The pressure is on for IriS. You see, what Terran is going to do eventually, he's going to mass up tanks out of the factories with the add-ons. Can tanks get out of there? I'm not even gonna check. Okay, so he's going to get tanks out of this. He's going to supply them with Vulture bikes, and he's going to try to do a push. But IriS has to do something to get back right now. He's going to send these Vulture bikes out. Uh-oh. We all know what those Vulture bikes can do. We've seen IriS do it before. He's going to rush out here. Is he secured to defend? Reaver getting in defensive position right now. He's going to plant some mines. He wants to draw Nalrod's army through the minefield. He's using the Zealot to draw the mine fire. He's not going to waste his whole army. And he walled off his expansion with pylons so the bikes couldn't get in. Nice. All right. All right. Now there is a trick. He's going to try to force the... Sometimes you can lay mines and glitch the bikes through the pylons. I don't think it's going to work. He tried to lay the mines there and force them through. It did not work. Nalrod is in a very good position right now. IriS's attempt to come back and be aggressive did not work. And here come the Dragoons. They're pretty pissed at these Vulture bikes. They're going to get a beat down right now.
So as the game progresses, are we going to start seeing some additional units coming in from Nalrod, aside from just the Dragoons, Reavers?
Well, the thing about the Reavers is you only get a handful of them. They're basically harassment units. So what we're going to see now is Dragoons, and we're going to see Zealots with the legs upgrade. IriS actually making great use of these bikes. He is picking off a few units here and there. He's kind of scouting around the map. IriS knows at this point in time he's going to have to push soon, and he is doing it right now because he knows there is an expansion here. If he spent the money on the Nexus, he didn't spend the money on the gateways, so he's going to expand again. And here comes the dreaded Terran push. This is Terran versus Protoss, Bunny.
So this is what we're going to get all excited about.
Okay, here it comes. He's going up this side over here rather than taking the middle. This is going to be an easy corner to defend from. Nalrod suddenly realizing he needs to reorganize his army. Sieging up. Okay, now here he comes. He's going to micro these Reavers very carefully out of the shuttles. I don't know if he's going to drop it yet. Here come the Reavers, firing directly in the middle of the tank line. He's going to keep rushing forward here. IriS, I think, is going to lose this battle.
Oh,
excellent
wow.
Reaver control. Picks it up again. These tanks are not in good condition right now. He's leapfrogging the tanks backwards, sieging them. But I don't think it matters because the Reavers are going to come down here and what's up now, tank? Ba-boom! And he picks it up again. You cannot afford to lose that many tanks. And I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this expansion right now. What else is going on around here? Now we see he's got the gateways going on. He's mass producing out of these gateways, getting a lot of Dragoons over here. IriS, okay, I take it back. I guess you can fit your tank out of there. I was a little worried for him.
We have a Reaver drop over here trying to take down the SCV who's building the command center.
Oh.
He just scooped him back up, though.
Yeah, definitely. The Reaver's coming right now. Vulture Bike's going to try to pick off this pylon right now. Is he going to try to do the mine trick and glitch him through? Oh! He didn't manage to build another pylon there in time. He's going to break through here right now. All right, Dragoon's coming up here to save it. Poor little probes don't have anything to do but run. He cannot afford to lose those probes.
Oh,
Every
no.
probe counts. Oh, no!
Ouch.
The observer is going to be able to spot those mines. So right now, it's going to be up to Nalra to take out these Dragoons. He's doing something with the shuttle. He might try to come in here and maybe pick off some SCVs from behind. This has turned out to be an incredible game, Bunny. Unbelievable.
It's very exciting. I can't tell who's winning. I hope Nalra gets it because I want to see a third game.
Yeah, no kidding. These guys are turning out to have some very good games. So I just hope this keeps going. All right, Vulture Bike's now running past him again. Planting more mines. He's going to use this Dragoon to block the path, but he wasn't noticed. He wasn't looking. More probes are going to go down. IriS going crazy on these probes right now. You cannot afford to lose that many probes. Although looking at Nalra's army, it is pretty sizable. And he will take out the rest of those bikes. But the question is, can Nalra recover from that many probes being lost?
Well, he's getting a pretty hefty army right here.
No kidding. Now, Terran is going to start to get more and more units. They're going to push out into this center location. And eventually, Nalra is going to have to choose the moment where he's going to rush in here and try to squash that push. Okay, Dragoon's now backing up, make the pylon. All right, it's blocked. He's safe from the expansion. But these Dragoons are not safe.
There are mines everywhere.
The Vulture Bikes have rabies or something, man. You see this guy's going around? All right, look at that. Probes once again having to turn around. Nalra moving his observer very carefully over these mines. He needs to spot everything. He cannot afford to keep losing these probes. And keep in mind, even when the probes are traveling, they're not mining minerals. Oh, no, more probes going down. Look at this guy. He's everywhere. All right. He's still using those Vulture Bikes to harass Nalra. What IriS is doing right now, his plan is to keep using these bikes until Nalra can get behind enough by the lack of probes that he can unsiege, push forward, and dominate Nalra. Nalra's in hot water right now, Bunny.
What can Nalra do right now to prevent this push from progressing further and further into his base?
Not this.
Not losing probes. I got that part.
Well, it really depends. I think the game right now is in IriS's hands. It's going to be a question of can IriS push correctly. Now Nalra still seems to be macroing quite well. He has 2 shuttles. He's going to use those to drop Zealots onto the tanks. Nalra is right now, he's kind of checking out the territory, seeing how far his opponent has pushed in. Poor observer died. Now, he's spreading out his units. He wants to prevent the Terran from pushing. See these tanks? He's going to keep them growing across the map. He does not want to get drawn into the tank line like, oh, poor guy. All right. Dragoon got taken out. All right, more Vulture Bikes now coming around here. He does not really have a lot of probes at this expansion, mainly because he lost so many. Okay, but instead, Nalra's decided he's going to come in at this angle. He's decided he can do it. He's going to rush in here with all of his units, dropping Zealots on these tanks. Can he do it? But no, the Zealots are getting stuck behind the Dragoons. Mismicroing can really cost you in a game like this. But, oh my God, he's got so many units. Where'd all these units come from? All right, maybe he will be able to push forward. I can't quite tell right now. When the Zealots, all right, the Zealots getting in the way of the tanks. Unbelievable. He is actually, in spite of all the losses of the probes, he managed to really dig a hole in there, and more Zealots are coming down. Oh, God, look at this. I can't believe this is actually happening.
What happened to all the tanks?
What happened? Nalra was like, all right, I'm pissed. I'm just going to make a bunch of guys to kill you right now. I don't understand. Okay, so he's got to float the command center back. Let me tell you something. Nalra was concentrating so hard back there. Unbelievable. IriS is going to get pushed back. He's got to float the command center back. That is not good for IriS. More and more units flooding out of Nalra's base. And, it looks like, I am actually going to say I think Nalra is definitely in the lead right now. He's just going to have to continue to macro. He's getting more and more gateways.
Well, I was asking you what he could do to prevent that push in. I think he just answered the question for me.
Totally. I'm surprised he came in there. This shows you how experienced he is, that even with a lack of vision in that area, he decided, no, at this angle I can come in here.
And
look at these tanks. Oh, you poor guys. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. Okay, so IriS really wants to get this expansion back, but I don't think it's going to happen right now. He's got to lift it off again. And the siege tanks, he's going to start his siege, or his defensive line here. He's going to wait until he gets some more tanks and get in a safe position. He's going to It looks like these Zealots are running around the map right now. He wants to pick off the mines. IriS is planting mines all over the map so that he can see exactly what his opponent's doing. He wants, Nalra to fall into a trap, so to speak. So he's sending these Zealots out. He wants to make sure Nalra doesn't have any hidden expansions. Meanwhile, he's massing up a lot of units. Once again, the command center comes over here, and you do not want to lose that command center. Is he going to lose it? He's going to have to Okay, never mind. I take it back. Sorry for getting excited. Never mind. All right. Okay, so he's going to pull that back, and he's trying to inch forward here. He needs the resources right now. He's going to repair that command center before it burns down. Here it comes.
Oh, it goes. Oh my gosh, Zealots now coming on in. The mines all popping out. What is IriS going to do here?
Oh, and these mines, okay, it does not look like, can Nalra take this? He is going to be able to pick off these tanks. He's going to push a few Dragoons in here and try to draw the mine fire into the tanks. And the tank is going to go down. One more tank back here. Nalra managing to squeeze in here. He did put another expansion up over here. Unbelievable. He should be attacking the tank, though. The command center couldn't wait, Nalra. Okay. Observer barely making it out of there alive. Nalra is a hero right now. This is unbelievable. Okay, so the another Nexus going down over here. Note the location of the mine. IriS put that there intentionally so he couldn't actually plant. He couldn't put the Nexus where he would ideally want to put it, which would be right here. But
closer to the gas.
Yes, exactly. But Nalra doesn't care. Nalra is in a hurry to keep IriS from expanding. He just said, forget it. I'm just going to put the Nexus down here. I gotta keep on top of this. I got to keep expanding no matter what happens.
So Nalra is doing a really nice job of preventing this push here from the Terran, from IriS coming on up. He's actually pushing down on him. And he's doing it again. The Zealots are coming in. Dragoons as well.
Here come the SCVs. They're going to try to get in the way of these Zealots. The Zealots are what really hurt the tanks if they can get in front of the siege mode. More tanks going down. Nalra backing up. Oh, he even picked off that mine. That was pretty good. Okay. Look, he's picking off these mines. His micro is so good. 300 APM, and he's still clicking on the mines with the Dragoons. This is, unbelievable. All right, so he's pulling the SCVs back right now. Vulture Bike's going to try to zip around. Another Nexus going down right now. Nalra has confidence in his eyes. Morphing some Archons.
Ooh,
He's
Templars.
He is...
And Archons.
He was in such a difficult position, he couldn't really advance his tech tree.
I was waiting for the next tech here.
Exactly. You get a lot of Zealots and Dragoons early in the game. In Protoss versus Terran, just because they're great against Vultures and tanks. But when you get the Archons aren't set off, by mines either. Look at that. Mines are too scared to attack an Archon. So once again, look at it. They're going crazy. They're so mad.
He's like, what's up now?
He's like, shut up, mine. He just kills it. All right, so he's got a lot of Dragoons right now. Now, look, he put the command center down here. He doesn't care. He needs more resources, Bunny. He's almost depleted all these.
So, Tasteless, right now, we've got Templars and the Archons in the army. What can IriS do to come back against this? Is he going to have to build some more tech in his army?
No, he's going to stick with the Vultures and the tanks. What he wants to do is pick off probes. But, look, he even made a gateway here in case the pylon got killed. He wants to pick off probes so that the next push will do more damage. Unfortunately,
but that's not happening.
It's not happening. Well, it kind of happened, but somehow Nalra just killed him. Went there and attacked the expansion anyways because he's in such good control right now. Now, I'm betting there's going to be Templar in these shuttles. Unfortunately, I can't see what's in them, but a storm drop would be wise right now. Oh,
ouch!
Ooh, Vulture Bikes get their revenge on the Archon. Nice. Okay, shuttle now coming around. I think he's going to be doing some kind of a storm drop. We can see there's an observer over here. So I think maybe he's going to zip around over here and drop either here or back here for some kind of a storm drop. IriS may make a hidden expansion over here. Actually, that would be a wise decision to make a hidden expansion. He needs to do something to catch up right now. Okay, here it comes. Grazing by that tower.
I'm getting excited.
So, shh, he doesn't know it's coming. All right, get ready. Storm drop coming down right now. Surprise. All right, it did not get enough SCVs back there, unfortunately, but the tactical move itself was very good. These poor pylons, man. Okay, he's making a shield battery here. Thanks to the shield battery, it looks like no matter what these Vulture Bikes do to get into the base, he just makes another building and blocks it off again. IriS is in a very difficult position, but, IriS is an incredible player. Whoa, Vulture Bike's coming in here. They want to pick off these Templar. The Templar are weaker, and pick off the Archons, too. Templar going down. Look at micro those bikes. You don't want to lose the Templar.
2 went down.
GG, IriS gave up.
Woo! And look at how big the crowd just got.
Wow. I seriously think I'm like a better person because of that game. Like, that has like enhanced my overall life. Like, after seeing that was so good.
So you need to watch more of his games, and you'll be like totally awesome.
Yeah. So it's on. Okay. Now, if these guys lose the next game, they're out. They're gone. Look, now Rod's like, God, I'm such a baller. He's like, I can't believe I did all that stuff that game.
Well, I'm excited now, R1, because now that means we're in Game 3 with Nara versus IriS, everyone. Third map's going to be Blitz.
You know what I really liked about that game is we got to see, it started out, we got to see their micro. You know, we could see that they were controlling their units really well. And then we got into this macro phase of the game, and we could see easily Nara knows how to, how to mass up units. I mean, that's a big part of the game. But strategically, there were so many moves back there that were just unbelievable. I mean, did you see when the barracks was over the mines, so Nara actually thought he could rush? That was
I think I saw 3 Dragoons just went.
I know the Dragoons like that. I don't think Dragoons know what. I didn't even know how they died. That would be a terrible way to die if you were a Dragoon. All right, so IriS joining the game.